Good news. In case of most of us who are celebrating Simon Eba's ordeal, I want you to watch this video. That lawyer that secured victory for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya is now on his way to Finland to release Simon Eba. By name, David Matsanga, the Pan-African Forum President. This guy have vowed that no any African, as long as you're an activist and also a freedom fighter, will ever spend your years in what they call incarceration in any foreign prison. Anyway, let me allow you to see that clip. Let me not talk too much. We'll watch it. Then we'll come back for more discussion. My brother, we are winning the fight. Don't forget those. Don't worry yourself about all these sabos that full everywhere. Ngwa.
Yes, so I've been telling her, say, make una calm down. Say the case of Simon never end. The case, his own case, never end, and the sentencing when he receive no be the final, because say plenty things go unravel and plenty things go play out after that sentence was made. As we dey speak, we don't get one of the biggest news and updates. We say everybody where they support Simon must pay attention to this one. Now good news. This one go change the trajectory of this man's case. So the question here be say, what will be the good news and how will they take happen in the country of Finland? Well, first thing first, if you watch our videos from the one we released yesterday and 2 days ago, you could all know say Simon now gets the opportunity for an appeal, but that appeal no being be the case today for discussion. You get what something huge don't play out. We can explain them as it take play out and how it takes up. As of yesterday, I told you guys that the USB officially don't tell David Matsanga, say, bro, say, I beg, no vex. So we did not inform you when we did not officially bring you into this movement when Simon was arrested. Now we need your services. Now wait, see the USB government, they tell Dr. David Matsanga now. But we all know, say, Simon don't bring him into his legal advisors when the whole negotiations was on the table. Yes, Simon been bring Matsanga into his movement, but the USB as a government did not officially tell this man to come assist us and come and aid us. Okay. Now the USB don't invite them. Matsanga contact say, they wait for the USB to bring him into this case a long time ago. Say, if you just sit down, come jump into the matter. Say he needed them to formally invite him and bring him in so that he can do every single thing that he can do from his own standpoint. And as we speak, actions and decisions has now been taken. Yes. As of yesterday, it happened late yesterday. The USB government now can tell Matsanga, say, I beg, we go need you to use your influence now to run some kind of workings for us, to run some kind of underground workings, because the Simon now, his lifeline, the only option where he gets now, the case, now this appeal case, where they come up very, very soon. David talks, okay, he in there very aware. Say, they follow up with all the news and revelations when they come out from the Pajahame District Court, saying they are aware, say, that appeal, now option, where don't they available. But you can talk, say, make that appeal no go on yet. Make the appeal wait small, yes. And if you watch our video yesterday, at the same time where they talk, say, make the lawyer of Simon no jump into the appeal yet. Make him wait. Make this guy's case, Simon's case now, gain massive momentum all across the world. At the same thing where Matsanga, they talk right about now, okay? He talks, make the hold on, because he didn't get what he want to do. And then get some kind of moves where he go run. He get the influence, people. Make they calm down, say, Simon, we will leave Kilamakoski. And at the promise, when they promise the USB people, say, so we calm down. Simon is going to leave Kilamakoski because he don't draft out series of strategy. He don't draft out series of ways and methods where we say, he go apply for Simon to leave Kilamakoski. Now, wait be the method and wait be the strategy. Well, as of yesterday, like I said yesterday, Matsanga don't kick off the whole movement. He did something where we say people don't suppose do him a long time ago. Why be say people no do him, and why be say the USB be no run am. Well, I go understand if the USB hands were tied, because nobody will listen to the advice or statement coming from the USB. But now, you encourage Matsanga don't do about 6 different things. So we say we'll go look into small. These 6 different things definitely will go a long way to definitely shake the whole wide world. Wait till this man don't do. Well, as of yesterday, this man used his own means and influence, and he now writes a letter to Alexander Stubb, the president of Finland. Yes, he now writes an open letter where he sent to Alexander Stubb directly to him. I will show you those letters, but let's go through the context small, make all of them for know what they happen. So he wrote a letter to Alexander Stubb. He can't break down why and how Simon shouldn't be held accountable, and why Simon is not guilty to all of the charges leveled on him. I hope you guys are paying attention. Yes, he wrote a letter to Alexander Stubb, and that letter has been received by Stubb himself, because Yonkorach Matsanga sent that letter yesterday, and as of late yesterday, the president of Finland been received the letter. Him been there online to receive him, and that one a clear confirmation. So the president now don't they fully aware of what they happen. So how will this one help Simon's case? Well, just in case you don't know, like I said, Yonkorach Matsanga don't do 5 different things. That is the very first one. He don't write to the president of Finland. So now we could look at how this particular one could help Simon's case, because this is big. This is the very first time we see a letter will be sent to the president. Alexander Stubb is going to receive it and is going to read it. Most times when you send things to him, most times they see him. Yes, they see him, and he will not even show any form of confirmation. Yes, so for the very first time in a long time, Alexander Stubb don't receive a letter coming from Dr. David Yonkorach Matsanga using his Africa World Media TV. How will this help Simon's case? Okay, like I said, and like David they advise, make nobody file for an appeal just yet. Why? Because this man, the lawyer of Simon, in the person of Kalgumeres, talks in that next week he go write the appeal, but that shouldn't be the case. Make it hold on, because now things don't they make sense, and now things don't they play. So now, if Alexander Stubb don't receive that letter, officially he has been invited into the case, because but previously if he talk I don't see the case of this man, I wasn't aware, because it's not my jurisdiction, but now he has now been officially involved into the case. He don't get idea, say okay, this guy's case they on appeal stage. This guy was sentenced 6 years into prison, and now this is the high time for him to start looking into the matter fully. So Alexander Stubb now is not fully aware. At the same time, Yonkorach Matsanga did not even stop there. He also went to the EU. Yes, because if you pay attention, you know say, if you watch our videos, you know say the USB go follow with a petition in the EU. They want petition the EU to make Finland calm down, make therefore chill, because Finland they under the EU. Yes, and the only law where they binding in Finland now to go to the EU, which this guy don't do. Dr. David Yonkorach Matsanga. He also sent a letter officially to the EU. They informed them, say, see as this guy Matabio. You get one man from Nigeria, from the USB, maybe say Finland, the whole hostage. They don't sentence him to 6 years. We want you guys to be fully aware, and we want your attention to be drawn into the matter. Okay? And so the matter be. So he also sent a letter. So now we know what did happen. So David Yonkorach don't send one letter down to the country of Finland, to the president. He don't send one to the EU. And also he sent one to the UN Human Rights. Yes. He don't send one to the UN Human Rights. They inform them, say, see the matter the bill of Simon's case. So they pay attention and they follow, because going forward now, things no go easy, because we don't draft out different ways and method to follow this matter. Okay. This said man, Yonkorach Matsanga don't send one to Alexander Stubb. He sent one to the UN. He sent one to Norway. He sent one to EU and also the African Union. Okay, these are the 6 different bodies where this man don't send letters to. Okay, so we see they play on here, we see they run here. We will try to do some quick analysis to understand the situation of things here. Remember I told you guys that, and things never even finished. This man too, encourage Matsanga, he never finished. This man met with Simon, and I will also show you wetin and disclose wetin Simon and encourage Matsanga being talk. But before we move on swiftly, wetin go happen? Why is this whole thing even necessary? Like we said yesterday, Simon's case now need international and worldwide awareness. They need to raise awareness regarding his case, and that is why encourage Matsanga don't send letters to different world bodies. For very, very soon now, it's very possible that we will see some protests in Finland and other parts of the European countries. If those protests happen and those letters don't be on the desk of these countries already, things will begin make sense and take shape. So that when the noise about Simon's arrest and detention and sentencing they very high, at that time now, Kudos suppose file the appeal. That is the plan. Hope you guys are following and paying attention. So this is now the very first step to Simon's freedom, a possible freedom. This is not the very exact, the same way we take predictor yesterday. Now so it don't happen as we speak. So now make I show you some proofs and evidence. Say encourage Matsanga don't send letters to this individual. Showing right now on your screen now a document where will show you the people where this man send those petitions and letters to. Yes, so you can pause this particular section of the video, make it for read up and fully know what they happen right about now. Okay, remember say Simon and Encourage met as of yesterday. So what was the bone of contention and what's their conversation? Well, this man tell Simon say, sorry for what they happened to you. We did very, very sorry for your sentencing. Everybody they with you. Yes, Nigeria they with you. USB they with you. America they with you. Finland they with you. And every other countries of the world. Good people of those countries of the world they with you. Don't be the country as a whole. Okay. In content, Simon say, bro, say, based on what we they see from the outside. Now you they inside though. Now we they outside. But what we they see from the outside, we say that your appeal, make you hold them on. That your appeal, no do them just yet. That your appeal, no allow Kudos to follow on with them. Okay? Not because say you no go appeal, because say this is not the best time to run the appeal. If you do them now, the appeal courts feel look into the matter, say okay, a district court in Pajahami don't give a rulings. What can we say? Let's just do a very, very quick and sharp insight into your case and give a verdict. And these guys can probably retain that sentencing or even increase them as the case may be, because say the lawyer, the prosecuting lawyer, if you know watch our video from yesterday, one we published around 8 p.m. yesterday, the prosecuting lawyer now don't they tell the appeal, they plan to move to the appeal court if Simon's lawyer goes to the appeal court. Okay, the prosecuting lawyer say the 6 years that they give Simon no day enough, it's not sufficient and it's not nice. He wants to make that 6 years they increased. He said that he's going to do it if Simon carry the case go the appeal court. Hope you guys are paying attention. If you never see that video we published yesterday, I don't know what they do with your phone. No. For that video, we don't explain what the prosecuting lawyer they talk and every single thing within that conversation. Hope you guys are paying attention as we roll this video now. So David tells Simon, say, bros, no put that appeal just yet. Hold on. Let us do our own workings from the outside and let us do some quick movements from the outside. Once we are done raising awareness from the outside, we are going to let you continue with your appeal. Yes, once you run your appeal, make sure say you update everybody whichever way you can. Make your lawyer notify us when he submits the appeal and before he does that, so that people wait there outside like David encourage Matsanga go follow suit, go know what thing go do and know how every single thing and matter go be. Simon say okay, everywhere they sharp, everywhere they cool. Now what thing go do be that. Now what that's so the whole moves go be. So the whole conversation ended and Simon went back to his own room, his cell, and Dr. David encourage Matsanga left there. Okay, but as we can't speak now, as we they talk, we they hear say this one they won't confirm. We they hear say they want limit people wey fit visit Simon.
You had it very, very clear. Listen, oh, I didn't say you should not celebrate, but when you are celebrating about Simon Eba's ordeal, make sure you are celebrating on the right path. Like me, yes, I was sad earlier on when I didn't read in between the lines. But now I am beginning to see the positive part or positive side of what is happening today or what is happening to Simon Eba. It is, in other words, in a positivity to what we are doing and also to where we are going. You know, those ones who are celebrating because they say their hands are clean. Ngozo Rabu Fulani on that Abugoro is the one that did Simon Eba what happened to him. Then thank yourself and thank your stars. In fact, keep on jubilating because your hands are clean, not because you have already read in between the lines that this is an eye-opener to the whole world. And to those ones who never supported all this, what would I call it? Who never supported this marginalization that most African countries are going through from their so-called colonial masters. Countries day. Not all the whole countries are corrupt. Yes, I know that majority of them are swimming in corruption, but not all of them. By David Matsanga being involved in this matter, I am very, very happy. But on the other hand, on the second thought, I was thinking, why can't Matsanga can also involve him in his own legal team? Or maybe he will not be allowed to partake. The same way they chased the Bruce Fane, so that he will not leak all the whole evil that is happening in Nigerian court. They never allow him, not even for once, to enter into the court. You can imagine that. An international, an international legal representatives like Bruce Fane. So maybe the reason why David Matsanga will not get involved in Matsanga Kano's legal team is because at that day they won't allow him to go in. That's simply the truth. But Finland will allow this guy to intercede in the case of Simon Eba because they respect the rule of laws and human rights. Unlike some zoo countries in Africa who don't know anything about human rights abuses or whatever. The only thing they know is just any law that will favor them, not law that will favor the masses. So I'm very, very happy this thing is happening, and we hope for the best. We hope for the best because he is fighting for all of us. Not only me or Simon Eba. So we hope for the best that on the long run, that everything that they said on this very particular video will begin to manifest. David Matsanga, you are highly welcomed, and you are another Ibrahim Traore in the legal battle. You are doing well, and may God Almighty continue to protect you, preserve you, and see you through, because people like you don't last long. That is one thing about all this kind of job. People like you don't last long. More time now, they will be looking how to silence you, because that is the work of all this Western world. Anybody who will become a thorn on their flesh, they will never allow that person to see the tomorrow. That was how they wasted all our all our good heads. Thomas Sankara, Nkrumah, and the rest of them. That's how they wasted all of them. Gaddafi. And that is how they want to waste to Matsanga Kano Simon Eba as well. You see why? The reason why they said you should not hurry to go to appeal, because if you go to appeal now, without not doing your background work and background check very well, they will increase it, because if you go to appeal and you didn't succeed, then your sentence will increase. That's automatically how appeal works. If you go to appeal and you didn't succeed in them reducing or cancelling the judgment of the lower court, then automatically, if they give you 6 years, my brother, that 6 years might be 6 years old, or they will even top it to 12 years. So that was why the man, he knows the rules and regulations, and he knows how to maneuver all these things. So he said, we should not rush going for appeal. So this message should as well get to Ngozi Arabeze. Anyway, I'm not talking about Ngozi Arabeze now. Is in contact with David Matsanga in full time, with full chest. But some never do well will say, hey, she is not working. She is Ngozi Arabeze. But this woman is working day and night to make sure that everything is okay with the Biafrans. Ngozi Arabeze is in full contact with this David Matsanga now. Maybe tomorrow now they will use it to make content. You don't contact this one now. This one now her boyfriend, her new boyfriend. He go to share pecus. He go to share pecus, especially that wicked witch that look like monster that they call Adade Oranjo. You are fighting for Obatobie, but Obatobie surrogate becomes a terrorist, and now you are celebrating that the same person you are fighting for is now have gone to prison, and your celebration is not because it's going to bring the good news to us, but because your hands are clean, you are whiter than snow. Can you imagine that rubbish? And that na person mama, na person sister be that, na person daughter, and na people they hope on to her. Tomorrow night she will grow old just like she is now, and people will say, she have gray hair, and wisdom will come from that gray hair. My brother, that's her gray hair, na nonsense gray hair. I been a white self. Now paint she dey paint for her hair. Even if she had gray hair, that's on a nonsense gray hair that can never yield any wisdom other than rubbish. Let me not waste most of our time. Let me just see some people they say here. According to Mark John Egu said, international community is getting closer to Biafra matters now. My brother, Simon Eba's ordeal is going to be a step towards where we are going. It's one step, you know. He said a journey. They say a journey of 1,000 miles started with a step. So Simon Eba's ordeal, to me and Matsanga the Kano's ordeal, is drawing us closer to where we are going. The international community is aware of Nnamdi Kano's ordeal in Nigerian DSS. They are aware. They are what they are aware. And that was the reason why the Nigerian government now are not doing anything to harm Matsanga Kano. If not, Matsanga Kano would have been a forgetting case. I swear to God, they will buy Matsanga Kano. But the awareness have been created, and thank God for internet. Thank God for internet. If not for internet, and some people will come out and tell you we talk too much on internet. You don't know what all this thing we are doing. You don't know the kind of awareness we are creating. You don't know the kind of job we are doing. You don't know what we are bridging. And if not for the awareness we are creating on internet, Nigerian government will be throwing bomb, using fighter jet on Biafra land on every blessed day. I swear to God, Nigerian government, that is their plan. That is what they want to do. They want to level the southeast to become nothing. But with internet, whenever they know that anything they do will go viral on the internet, they will think twice. Okay. Stephen Owen said Finland release Simon Eba to Biafrans now, or you will regret your life. According to this our brother here, he said, and I quote, God must surely help us in all our endeavors. Anyway, let's call it a day. I'm by break here. When I go hear my voice again when I come back, please continue liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Your subscription is not forthcoming. I don't know why, but it is your own choice. So if you decide to subscribe, to God be the glory. If you say you cannot subscribe, no problem. We are here. No late, no transfer. So have a nice day, and may the good Lord continue to see us through. In this new month, we must conquer all our enemies, and so shall it be, my people.